it's a very controversial topic, a very touchy topic, because the goal of what you do, and it has been the goal ever since I started in the 70s on vinyl, the goal has always been make it as loud as you can and still sound good. I mean, that's basically what we do. Now, the level wars have definitely pushed us to the point where it's like the tail is wagging the dog, okay? You're making it loud before you're making it good. And I think every single mastering engineer that I've ever spoken to, and I've done 2 or 3 panels, uh, Tape Op and South by Southwest, and basically anytime you get a group of mastering engineers together, we all feel that we're pushed too far to make it loud, but that there are forces in the marketplace which want the CDs to be loud. And recently, there's a new nuisance on which has emerged, which is the shuffle mode in an iPod. You know, shuffle mode in an iPod takes away the concept of listening to the album just in and of itself, and it makes it like a competition for impact between all the different songs on that iPod. And the thing that I need to do is I need to try to figure out how to make it as loud as I can and still make it sound good. I mean, the level war comes from being afraid that a certain part of your customer base will leave you if they perceive that you can't make make the CD as loud. Okay, and loud is the most tangible element in audio, whether something is loud or soft. There's nothing. It's basically pretty simple. A 7-year-old can tell you whether something's louder than something else. I mean, it's just this is loud and this is low. But a 7-year-old child can't tell you whether the thing is working musically or not. That's a fine point. So again, the thing is, how far do you go with the loud where it still sounds musically intact? And you know, I'm a big believer in the fact that dynamics are what create excitement or what create impact, and not volume doesn't create impact. And remember, when something is maxed to its full, you can't reintroduce the dynamics once they're not there. Okay, the dynamics are gone. No matter how low or how loud you make it, those drums which used to hit you like this will now hit you like softer. Okay, so if you needed that to make impact, it's gone. It's not there anymore. Loud makes guitar sound really loud. They make this very washed sound. There was a word that I never heard in the 70s and 80s with vinyl, which was fatiguing. I never heard this word fatiguing. I hear this word constantly now, fatiguing. What does fatiguing mean in listening to music? It means that you've been pushed so far that your ear no longer is enjoying getting anything in it, so it needs to rest, okay? You go to a concert and you're stuck on the side next to the speaker, your ear's starting to hurt. It's fatiguing, okay? But you're in a concert, you can't move, okay? I work under the assumption that music, the elements in the mix and the elements in music shouldn't be fatiguing. It should be something which you should be able to listen to and enjoy. You should be able to put headphones on and listen to an album top to bottom and enjoy it if that's the way it was designed. You know, you want to put the headphones on and then after 3 songs go like, oh, this is killing me. I mean, what's the point? I mean, it's just ridiculous. So that in the iPod, your song could be louder than somebody else's song. I mean, it's absolutely absurd. And the funny thing is, if in the iPod people would just punch in the normalization control or whatever, they had one, I think they've improved what they had or something like that, we wouldn't have to worry about that anymore. Because we certainly don't have to worry about it for radio, because radio uses compressors, you know. Why are we worried in a carousel when you put your CD on and it's next to another CD? There is some insane, like wives' tales that people use. In a carousel, somebody's CD is lower than the other person. So what? They already have the CD. What, they're not going to enjoy it? They're not going to think your band is good? There's another thing that comes up in the sequencing all the time. People try to put the songs like right on top of another song. And I've heard this all the time. They say they don't want people to get bored. I said, and I turn and I say, do you think if somebody has to wait another second for your song that they're going to be bored? I said, maybe you don't believe in your music if you think somebody can't wait 1 second. Well, we want to really just keep hitting them. I mean, there's like something wrong with everybody these days to try to grab everybody's attention. Make it loud. Make it fast. This is us. This is us. You know, there's so many different ways of having impact with music that don't do this. So my advice to everybody is just calm down, figure out what you want to do, and if that's what you want to do, if you want to take everybody by the throat and strangle them, there are mastering engineers and mixers that know how to do that really well, and it's a legitimate thing. It's a legitimate function with some types of music, but not with all types of music. So generally the clients I have and the music that I work on doesn't really depend on that so much, and every once in a while when it does, I try to temper it with my insights and my feelings about what makes something work or not work.